Okay, let's start.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Foundational Infrastructure Working Group meeting. Yeah, before we started recording, I already merged the Postgres 15 one because that had 3 approvals from long. That has been merged. We have still this one. 6 minutes ago I sent a ping, so we'll see. Same for this one. I also send a ping here. So short-lived Nets credentials, I did a review here and I had some trouble with the naming. So I think it would be better if we at least have Bootstrap somewhere in there to distinguish or like explain what it is actually used for. And yeah, that would also like switch the logic, right? So instead of adding, and it's currently called permanent credential, and I rather have a Bootstrap credential be the exception, right? So the permanent credential is basically, we don't have to name that, that's just what we have currently. And the Bootstrap credential is going to be the, so it's basically an inverse of what's currently implemented, but it shouldn't be, like it's just a refactor. But yeah, I think that would be better. To make the code more clear.
Yeah, I agree. Does it make sense for me to look into this now or after the?
I would wait because we already have consensus here, right? So I did the initial review, and then Daniel just got back that he liked the idea. So I would wait for that because everything is going to change, not dramatically, but yeah, there will be many changes. Yeah, sometimes I also deliberately wait if there's like question, like if you have like certain like things that you want to change, want them to change. I wait with my review till those changes are in. Otherwise, I have to go a second time. We have 2 PRs that came in for Go Cigar. Something about README updates. And the other one, I assigned reviewers and put it in the review column. And this is FreeBSD BSD support. So yeah, seems nice. I mean, Go Cigar is used outside of Bosch, so
yeah, I looked through it and I thought, yeah, I don't have any way to test this because no FreeBSD at my disposal.
You do. You just need to like install FreeBSD on your machine.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
You're in Linux, right? You do this as a hobby, like reinstall everything every weekend.
No, man.
Okay.
Should be easier than the Rust project for the weekend.
You can choose, like reinstall your machine, review this one, or do the refactor to Rust.
Well, I take the refactor to Rust. I will just make something that will not work. Yeah, I saw a lot of activity going on today and yesterday. So
yeah, so there were this comment. So yeah, Konstantin had a new idea. He made a lot of changes. Joseph liked the idea, but just some like minor nitpicks about the implementation, like some Ruby optimizations that could be done. And those changes have been done. So I'm waiting for Joseph to re-review and approve. And then maybe someone else, Behan or Rajan, can also add a review, and then we should be good to go.
Okay. Yeah, I will have a look into this.
Yeah, so basically we have two bigger things that are all both have like a path forward, it looks like. So that's good. And the rest is just like small knit or small changes to docs and cozy car. So we can go to the issues.
I'm wondering, I saw the new feature request PR. Why is not on the board about the BRFS?
BRTFS, that agent suggestion.
Yes, it was an agent thing, yeah. But it's not on
Why
our
is that
board.
not here?
It was not a PR, it was an issue, just was an issue created.
Yeah, but the
for-
issues should show up here.
isn't
but was
already
that-
isn't already in the list for waiting for
I also saw a PR if I'm sure, and then PRs, if you go to the PRs. Yeah,
okay.
Hmm.
No,
this is in draft.
okay,
that's why. Oh, okay. But he's waiting for some. I think on the PR he's waiting for feedback. We are looking for feedback on this pull request.
But then it shouldn't be in draft.
Yeah.
I will just respond.
Yeah.
Just please convert. It's enough.
To Rust.
Everything is to be Rust. I think we should move also back to Ruby. I think everything.
Everything, yes. Yeah, Ruby is now really fast now that we are using CLang. Leon, are you also like at SAP seeing like speed improvements, or is that not so much?
No, we have one issue.
Comparing to Bayonne.
So
What?
Yeah.
So we see a lot of speed. We see some speed up of the template rendering and such, but there is a bug. Like when they should create a PR in the coming week, or another PR, an issue, where they explain everything. But basically, in the simplest thing, what happen is that if you have like deploying a BOSH, and you have like the Postgres on the job list, like basically on the latest in the deployment manifest, and if you have like an insane amount of workers, like SAP has, like they have 25 workers for each deployment, Monet does not, when it's compiled Ruby with CLang, the jobs don't quit fast enough. So what happens is that they get in a timeout until they get into until Monet starts Postgres. So all the workers are started first, because apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently it seems that the jobs, how you put them in the manifest, is setting the order for what Monet needs to start at what time. I didn't know this. I thought it was
so the problem is that CLang is not starting too fast.
No,
So
it's
the
not
workers are
starting too
starting-
fast. It for some reason it takes longer to quit, to exit when it cannot find the Postgres DB. The workers, they don't quit fast enough now.
But have you compared it? Like it could also be that previously it was less of an issue because the Ruby processes were starting slower, so they would never have to time out because they would like still be in their starting state, and then Postgres would already be up, and they would be
Yeah.
able to connect to Postgres. So that,
The monet only like starts like 10 jobs at a time. And so basically when the one fails, it goes to the next task. So it failed without CLang, with GCC compiled Ruby, it failed faster for some reason. All in all,
Interesting.
CLang is faster with the code base itself, but for some reason the workers don't quit
but that
fast
would
enough.
just
if
be
Postgres is there.
moving. But that would just mean moving Postgres.
That's
to
what
the
they
top,
did now.
right, in the Bosch deployment.
Yes, that's what they did now to solve it.
But that's not okay. Yeah, sure.
It's
an
just
issue,
a
but
it's just a weird a weird issue.
But
I think it's,
it is weird that Postgres was
Yeah.
lost, right? Because Postgres is a dependency of the worker, so why not start?
yeah, but
it
I
first?
thought it would never it wouldn't that the order of how the releases were set in the manifest did not matter because everything was started at once anyways.
Yeah.
Only I now notice that Monet only like starts 10 jobs at a time. So at the time when it reaches the next the next job, it's already timing out. But yeah, this is just one thing we noticed, and I think this is just a bigger
Mhm.
issue. I think we just also need that that the workers just need to quit faster.
But if Postgres, if it takes the order into a, like if it uses that order, right, then we could just have all the dependencies start first, right? And
That's
then
correct.
they don't have to time out.
That's correct. And in the Bosch deployment, we already do
We
this.
already
We already
we
put
already
it
have.
in the appropriate
we have
order.
BPM, then Nets, and then Postgres, and Blobstore, and then the director. So
Yeah, but
let's
SAP
see.
does not use this template. They have used the order now because they now changed it because we found this bug. But it's still something that we should aware of, or
But
I don't
mean,
know.
like, what do you want to submit a PR for? Like upstream already has it fixed. Or
No,
is
that's
using
the order of the thing,
proper
but
table.
I think the worker job should fail faster if it doesn't find a Postgres yet.
Maybe.
And in that case, the order doesn't matter anymore again because they will just quit. And it only happens because they have such amount of, if you have 4 workers or 8 workers, it doesn't matter. But if you have like 28, it's an issue.
Okay, but that seems acceptable, right? Like if there's a simple fix.
But yeah, the simple fix was for them to just change the order, but I never knew that the order mattered in all the time that I worked with Bosch. So I don't know if either of you noticed this, but I was never aware of it.
Vaguely remember something from like early days CF, I guess, but I don't know. That it was
Yeah.
not like
Yeah, so this is just for whatever. Next.
Maybe another question. Are there any performance implication with nuts.tool introduction? Have you noticed something? I didn't look, didn't have time to look.
no. I'm not aware of any.
Because there is now this continuous VMs check. I thought maybe this can introduce a little bit of CPU overhead, but
Is that the issue from a few days ago that they had? Like they have a lot of scan and fixes the whole time in their.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Yeah, so I had an issue like
But
3 days ago when I got a call and they said like we see like every 10 seconds we see a scan and fix. But then we looked, they had like 300 deployments on one Bosch. And there were a few VMs that had some failing agents. So it was continuously just like that. There was like for 5 days, there was like a spike going on.
you have to you have like intermittently failing agents. So you get the scan and fix, and then it goes and does the scan and fix, and then it says there's no issue because it came back. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Those are annoying.
And I don't think that has any implication with nets. I don't think so, but that's just one thing I heard like last week.
Okay.
I don't think it's doing a VM, so I thought it would hit an endpoint that doesn't go over nets, because all the data should just be like, I think it's just getting the agent IDs or something.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
don't
mean
even
the
know
sync,
how much
the
traffic
sync
goes over
jobs,
there.
right?
Yeah, but some remote call invocations are then parsing here and there. Yeah. If you have many VMs agents, I mean around 3,000-4,000. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyway, okay. If
still,
yeah, I have to.
I
I
think
will
still should
look
be
into
acceptable.
this. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's go over the inbox. What?
Something we discussed.
Oh, this is what we discussed. I think.
From someone else. Where is it?
I don't know who Malzur is.
I also don't know.
Huh, why do they have this ordering?
They have
see?
the right ordering actually.
No, they have the director first and then Bosch, or then Postgres. Postgres should be first.
Yeah.
But wasn't this the same on the Bosch deployments?
No,
Why?
I just looked at it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sharing my screen for a reason, people. Come on. It doesn't work if you look at other stuff.
You have so much bullshit on your screen, I just don't pay attention.
So Postgres is you have
your
BPM,
Nets,
Postgres.
Postgres. BPM should not matter because it's only a binary that puts it in there anyway, so it doesn't have anything to start. But
okay. Maybe it's from SAP. We can click on the.
I think the dude is from SAP. Yeah, probably. Yes, Chun. That's in that Chun. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was the guy who found that bug, that issue. So it's the same thing what we just discussed.
Yes, so I'm gonna be really smart here.
Yeah, but he also, you didn't read the whole thing because that's what he's saying.
Okay.
I told him to make this upstream so we have some discussion, and maybe some other people from the VMware team also has maybe an ID, or they have an opinion about this. I don't know.
right? I think no further action is needed. Like if you want to make a PR for improving
No,
the
it's not about
the
the
startup.
I wanted to have some discussion so that maybe other people from maybe from the
But, I
VM,
mean, we
I
have
don't know,
had
Joseph
discussion.
or Constantine or whoever.
But what do you want them to say? Like you used a different order.
Yes,
No,
I don't.
the suggestion is to have to execute the jobs in parallel because the ordering is not documented. Maybe we have to document
Okay.
how
yeah, maybe it
this,
should be documented or I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. But I don't know if it's a limitation of Monet. I think there's a Monet client or something. Monet, no. Oh, I think it's something process manager.
Yeah, but okay, this needs some investigation basically. So,
Yeah,
or otherwise,
I think
or otherwise
it's probably a
documented.
limitation. Yeah, there's probably a limitation in Monet something. But yeah, I will. Okay.
Yeah, I would guess so after 6 years, 8. So,
Yeah.
but it seems to be fixed after 134. So what is the problem?
Yeah, it's 134 the last release. Maybe we just need a new release. Yes, so we have a bunch of commits after that. 25 commits. So it's probably time for a new release. Okay. I will create a story to do this. For that pointing. Okay. This is I created a PR. You did do that, right?
No, not yet, I think. But it's been responded 3 days ago. So
Yeah, I know. But
there
you
was
created-
there was a PR we saw
Oh,
on the
okay.
report. You show already. I was walking.
Yeah, it closes that one. So
I was working on your sharing desktop.
okay, yeah, so PR is created. So this is open for contribution. Yes, this is a good one to discuss now that we have all the people here.
I said concourse infra for GKE. I found it fine. I agree.
This one?
Yeah, let's keep it that one. Let's make it everyone happy. I gave it thumbs up.
Okay. Um, I will create a PR, I guess, to rename it. We at least need to create or update the working group charter. That will create a new repo, and then we can just move it after that.
You can just rename the repo.
Yeah, but then it will create the old repo in its place, and then the redirect will be broken. Doesn't
Okay.
work that way. So I need a PR like the one I've already created for something else. So I already created this one to move wash packages and everything into the Cloud Foundry repo. So we
Oh.
need a that was discussed at the TOC, right? So
Yes,
I created
so
PR for
fast.
that. Yes.
Why do we need more in our group? We only have so much.
No, this is already in our group. It's just it is not in the Cloud Foundry org. It is already in our group according to the charter. So it's just that the automation it doesn't show up on the board because the automation doesn't work with multiple organizations.
Okay.
We
But then we also
want
need
to.
that Bosch Light. Is that also that we discussed?
Wash
Like,
light.
yeah, we discussed it. You have this Bosch CI AWS Light repository. I don't know if it's maybe it's already in Cloud Foundry.
It's already in Cloud Foundry and it's already in our working group. The light builder here, light.
Yeah.
sensor
Okay.
builder.
Okay. Yeah.
That PRs there already show up. We have like a massive list of things that we are responsible for.
Yes. It's too much.
So I think the workload now with this board is pretty minimal. Okay, yeah, or maybe someone else wants to create a PR to do the rename. Volunteers?
No.
I
No.
can create that one. I cannot to get to know the process better.
Okay, then I will assign this one to Behan. Okay.
Yeah, this was something because I was working with the AWS CLI to do the cleanup stuff. Wondering if anyone has an opinion.
Yes.
Otherwise, I just leave it like this. I just notified anyone with this and just keep it at V1.
That's old, but if it's not broken, then I mean
It's not broken.
it probably at some point when it breaks, we will have to fix it. But
Okay, well then close this issue so that we can find it later. I don't know.
I mean, I can also add an open for contribution and keep it open for a while, but
Yeah. Yeah,
I
fine.
don't find it particularly important given that it's in the AWS Lite stem cell builder. If that thing works, then it's fine. Okay, that's it.
Cool. I didn't like this week with doing all the small PRs and needed to wait for acceptance. Why is my security revoked? I want to do direct commits.
Yes. I think there's like I think Joseph Palermo is also experiencing that a lot because he's doing a lot of credential rotations now. So he's having a lot of places where he has to go through a PR review to update a credential somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we did say that at some point that we didn't want to enforce reviews on CI changes, but I don't think we have a way to make an exception for that, except for in like our policy, as in we can just merge it. But
So for the CI, I can do a force. So the main, it is only the stem cell builder itself is. In this case, the Docker image, that we used for the CI was in the specific.
Yeah, but Dayon is working on the automation to put those branch protection rules in place everywhere. So I mean, like if there's still repos where you can push your stuff to master, that won't take long. Like that will go away everywhere.
How can we stop Dayon from doing this? Is there a way?
I don't know.
My
You need to figure out where he lives.
My contribution to that tool we use from the Cloud Native Foundation was accepted, so we have everything in place.
Yeah,
but we can have customized rules for some repos, for example, which will be possible.
Because doing it for CI, that would be horrible.
So we need to figure out a way to do it to make an exception for CI. So if there's repos with CI stuff, but I don't think you can do like a branch protection, like make an exception if you're changing only files in a certain directory. Like that's actually what you want, but that's not possible with branch protection rules.
Yeah.
So that makes it a bit difficult. So we would need to create a separate branch with our CI stuff, like an orphaned branch with CI stuff. But that's weird.
Maybe, yeah.
But it could be an option.
Yeah. Well, we will see how many times it happens, and after that we can. It's only an inconvenience like once a year, then I'm fine with it. But if it's a recurring thing, then we can take a look at it.
Yeah. But at least it worked okay. You didn't.
Yeah, this time, I will just Slack. I will ping everyone in Slack to just accept it.
Yeah, like I'm getting multiple messages a day from like Konstantin and Ramon and like other people saying like, do you want to review this? And then I have to do like a review and short review.
Actually, you need an automation which watches for Git push PR creation and then.
Yeah, we need an auto approve review. Yeah, we need basically an auto approve.
Can we invoke the GPT bot?
Okay, yeah, we can have auto approve Slack handle, something in Slack to ping.
Yeah, but we can even have like we can have a GitHub Actions workflow that would trigger on a PR, and if the PR only changes files that are related to CI, it automatically adds an approval.
Yes, this could be done. Yeah. Could be.
We need to figure out to do it. Like the problem is that you cannot set up like GitHub Actions for all repos. You need to do it per repo. I would love it if we have like events in an org, so you get like can trigger a workflow on every PR in an organization.
Yeah.
Because if you have that, then it would be pretty easy to implement.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see if we even need to put effort in this. Let's look in the next coming few months how many times
Yeah.
it annoys
We'll
us.
Yeah.
We're only doing
It's the
this now
same
for
with
a
these-
year, right? This whole
Yeah.
with all the
But
enforcement.
it's going pretty smooth.
Is
I
the
would
other
say.
working group going smooth as well, or is it?
I mean, the other areas, I think here, look, these are also like using the board properly. I mean, except for databases.
Yeah, it seems that they're not really using it.
No, so these probably not. But syslog is, I think. QAA seems to be using it.
Hmm. Oh, cool.
Okay. Thanks for attending the working group meeting.
Yes.
See you all next time.
Yeah,
See ya.
Have a nice evening. Yeah, see you.
Yep.
Have a
you
nice
too.
evening.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.